My style I would characterise as kind of collaborative in nature. You know, I love dealing with people. I've had the benefit of travelling all over the world and working in different countries, and it's taught me a lot about people and what motivates them. And, you know, any good leader has to set a good vision and direction for the organisation they manage, you know, establish a good plan and then motivate people to execute the plan. And I think that's something I've learnt, you know, over the years, and I find that my style is to really get to know the team I'm working with, give them the tools they need, create very open dialogue with them, frequent dialogue with them, and be there when you know tough decisions need to be made. Never assume a communication happens just because you send out an email or you talk to people in general. You have to reach out to the entire company and deliver your message directly. And that's not to circumvent the rest of your management team, but I think it's important to reach out to all employees, let them know what's on your mind, get their ideas as well of what they see, because the perspective can be very different from the top as it is down in the operation, and follow through. You know, create a feedback loop of communication and information flow. And we've had some of the best ideas of where to take the company bubbling up from employees. Well, you have to create some trust. It doesn't happen overnight. And you have to kind of walk the talk of being out there and showing that, you know, you're not a tail of the Hun. You know, you're genuinely interested in what they have to say. Get some dialogue going. And be able to share your mistakes and things that have gone wrong and recognise them, and then say, but here's what we're going to try and do better. Some of the toughest lessons come when you have to deliver hard messages, and you know, working some very large corporations as well as small, I've had to close down operations. Tough thing to do, looking people in the eye and saying, you know, we're letting you go, we have to make changes at the company, it's for the benefit of the entire company. And that draws upon all your skills of honesty, integrity, of delivering clear messages, and being very, very clear about why this event has to happen and why it's overall a good thing for the company and the shareholders and the rest of the employees. I think principally people welcome direction, direct communication, and honesty. I think a lot of people and managers make a huge mistake of prevaricating when they know deep in their heart there's a problem that needs to be solved, and they feel in some way that they're going to hurt people by, you know, telling them the truth. And that's the worst thing you can do. It's bad for the business, and it becomes obvious to people over time to say, this thing isn't working. Why isn't management stepping in? So when you know in your gut that something has to change, act on it. Trust your instincts. Again, very collaborative. I think the whole is better than the sum of the parts. You know, if you can get your management team really on board and working, adding their unique skills and getting as much diversity of view and opinion on a given problem, the company really thrives in that environment. So I open up my management team to strategic dialogue, planning dialogue, operational. It doesn't matter what discipline they're in, they can be part of the overall direction of the company. At the same time, I have to be able to step in quickly and decisively if there's issues or we're not making timely enough decisions. So it's a balance between knowing when to be authoritative and when to be collaborative. And that's a skill and technique that you build up over the years. Treat people the way you want to be treated, you know, with respect and honesty. Provide clear direction. Make sure your direction is clear, not just in what you say, but looking for feedback from your employees. And look for opportunity to do something different within the company. And be prepared to be at the front of that. Put your name against it. It's better to try. And by the way, you want to keep a good batting average, but failure's okay. Just try not to repeat it too often. And I think you see the market rewards, you know, doesn't reward mediocrity. You know, you have to take risk. Any manager has to take risk, but you balance the risk. Learn by your experiences, good and bad, and then show that and share that with your employees.